that people are saying, oh yeah, when you're finals MVP, you are now the best player on the planet, to me, that makes no sense whatsoever. I don't care if it's a week, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. Who do we appreciate? LeBron James. That's who y'all gotta start appreciating. And you gotta stop disrespecting this man. When I say you gotta start respecting LeBron James, I'm talking about, I'm gonna change it, Unc. I gotta change it. Because when I say, I'm gonna change it from respecting LeBron James to respecting the GOAT. That's what I gotta do. I'm very immature when I forgot. I keep forgetting that I gotta change that. So from now on, every time I run it, I'm gonna edit it. That's gonna be the first words on every episode of Tell Like 50, bro. Don't just respect LeBron, respect the GOAT. Ladies and gentlemen, your boy Pride is back. I went on a sabbatical. I'm like Kyrie Irving to the 10th power, bro. Because I went on sabbatical and then sabbatical again, and then I went on a sabbatical from a sabbatical. I'm crazy. It's your boy Pride. I'm here by my Unc, man who I strive to be like. I love everything about this man minus the hat. If he could take off the hat, I swear to God, this man would be perfect, right?
Hey, I ain't shaved yet, man. You can't take the hat off, man. Then I'll be George Jefferson. You know what I mean? So we can't do that.
It is your boy Pride. I'm joined by John, a.k.a. the man I call Unc. The NFL season, it's week 2 of the preseason, right? So I think it's the best time. Let's get right into it, Unc. We're going to dive right into the AFC divisions, how we think everything is going to go. We're going to start off with the AFC West.
Okay.
So for those of y'all who don't know, I'm going to tell y'all the teams in each division so that way we're all working with the same information. Baltimore Ravens, Cincinnati Bengals, the Cleveland Browns, and the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm looking at this as a race with the first place team between the Ravens and the Bengals.
I got that.
And I think Pittsburgh is dead last. And I think Cleveland will kind of be maybe an 8-9, probably a 7-10 team.
Okay.
So the way I got it right now, I got the Bengals winning the division. And then I got the Ravens probably a game or 2 behind.
Okay.
And then I'll have a kind of like a 4-game gap between them and Cleveland. And then I got Pittsburgh, maybe they'll win 5 games, Unc.
Me and you, when it comes to the North, we got Cincinnati first. Only reason why I didn't go with the Ravens because I just want to see what the offense is going to be looking like, and I want to get more familiar with their defense or whatnot. Because with the NFL, man, I look at it like you have, when it used to be 16 games, I used to say like you got the first 4 weeks, you got halfway, and you got 3/4 of the year, whatever. But I want to see what Lamar and the wide receivers can do.
Oh, see, that's actually something I wanted to bring up with you and see how you felt. Like, I believe the Baltimore Ravens will go as far as that new tandem between OBJ and Lamar, right? So this is the question I have for you. Okay. You think they're going to be more of a passing team now? Because you got OBJ, who seems like he's got something to prove, and now everyone is saying he's looking healthy and he's looking right. And you still got Mark Andrews there. At some point, you got to understand, we've been running the ball ever since we got Lamar. It's not working. You think this is the year they start throwing the ball more?
This is going to have to be the year if they want to keep up with everybody else. Because one thing about the NFL with these explosive offenses, and with the game being catered more to the offense, you got to put up points, man. You got to put up points to make the other team one-dimensional and have your defense take over the game that way. I'm just very interested. I'm not concerned with Cincinnati because we already know what they can do. We know what they've been doing the last 3 years. We already know. So that's why I got them number 1. Wouldn't be surprised if that flip-flop somehow. If the Ravens was to take care of the division and at the same time take care of Cincinnati, because they always play each other tough, it seems like. But it just depends on Lamar, man. It depends on are they ready to just let him loose? Is he and not only that, is he ready to get loose? Is he really like, man, I'm about to do, man, let me go ahead and do this. We're gonna make this like 7-on-7 out here,
Yes,
and that's what I'm just waiting to see.
Now, here's my question for you, before we move on to the next division, because I know I'm gonna say the name of he who should not be named, right? Deshaun Watson. Deshaun, let me get a Rashad Watson, bro. Right. And it's crazy because I love Deshaun Watson, the football player.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
love him, but it's kind of hard to keep loving him, right? Because it's like every single time I talk about Deshaun now, I gotta say Deshaun Watson, the player. I always gotta add that quick, fast, in a hurry. Because if I go, I love Deshaun, I got people looking at me like, "Yo, you good, partner?" So
that's right. Yeah.
let me ask you something. After he finished with the suspension, got a little bit of a feel with the new team towards the end of the year last year.
That's right.
Everyone's talking about how Russell Wilson was struggling, and we'll talk about him later. You think Watson can have a bounce back year to maybe help the Cleveland Browns have some chance to win this division?
Well, Chubb is gonna be Chubb. We already know that, and we know Cooper get his opportunities. He's gonna do what he has to do. The defense is going to be nice as far as Myles Garrett can. I mean, like he get 20 plus stats or whatever. That'd be great for the defense. But with the division already being, with Joe Burrow being who he is already, Lamar being who he is, Pittsburgh gonna be up and coming. Don't seek to. And this is coming from a Cowboy fan, but at the same time, this is my job. This is what I do, is to be very objective and be honest. Don't sleep too much on them. I got the Browns last. I mean, it'd be good TV. Be good when your game go off your 4 o'clock game go off and they throw them on. Be good to see. I mean, but I got them winning probably like 6 games, 7 games. I don't see. I mean, like Deshaun would have to have the year of years. He would have to have one of them Houston Texans years. I just don't see it in this division. Not in this division. I mean, the quarterbacks run it. So if you got a top 5 quarterback in your division, and he's consistently in the playoffs, you have a great stat year. Something for the crowd to cheer for, but it's nothing that's going to make a mark. You know what I'm saying? Like they may take a game from Cincinnati just because, or the Ravens just because. This division, they play each other tough, but just to make a mark the way how I just don't see it. I just don't see it.
So to recap, I got
And the sound went up.
there it is. I'm back. My fault.
Okay, cool. Now you good.
But just to clarify, I have it Bengals, Ravens. I got the Browns, and then the Steelers. Check me if I'm wrong, Unc. You got the Bengals, then the Ravens, and then Steelers, and then the Browns.
Then the Browns, yeah.
All right.
That's how I got it.
I ain't gonna get mad because honestly, the 2 teams who should be on the bottom are on the bottom. So I ain't.
That's right. Yeah, I could be wrong about that. I just know we be wrong about them top 2.
Yeah, listen. Like honestly, it's gonna be a 2-man race, and I think we both agree it's gonna be Cincinnati. But like you said, listen, it could switch because every single time they play each other, no matter what, they always give each other a hard time in that division. Lord knows why. Yeah. It's like Pittsburgh will be trash against the Jets, but will some reason step up against the Bengals. It is the weirdest thing in the world.
Yeah, you're right.
Yuki, my boy, says he's got the Bengals, Ravens, Steelers, and then Browns. So basically, he drinking exactly what you drinking. So
yeah.
Let's see. Man, you know what? Deshaun gonna have MVP here. I take it back. I didn't mean it. Let me shut up. The next division, the best division in football, the AFC East.
Let's go with it. Let's go. Now, this is very interesting right here, but you go ahead with your take. Go ahead.
So, I think it's going to be Buffalo Bills 1.
I got that.
I think it's going to be New England 2. Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. I honestly, I think this is the year. I think defensively we're solid. I think this is the year where we need to see Mac Jones take that extra step before we start looking at other options. And I think he's going to be afforded that opportunity. And I think he's going to step up. Now, granted, this is just a little bit of blind faith and hope, right? I got $2 in my pocket, a dream, and let's see what happens, right?
That's right, yeah.
But
of course.
In terms of Miami, the reason why I got Miami 3rd, the last couple years, we've seen them start good, and then it's always been an injury. More specifically Tua Tagovailoa, who I love.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a Tua.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you heard me. What I call him now, Tua Tagovailoa. That's what I call him. That's my man.
Okay, we're
I love that man, bro.
Okay.
But it's getting scary.
Mm-hmm.
It's getting very scary that with those concussions, it's kind of making me kind of take a little step back from him because it's like, you know what I mean? Like, ooh, it's crazy. Granted, he's got a great connection with Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle, but like I said, defensively, it's a problem. And then their newest acquisition, Jalen Ramsey, is already injured, and he's already missing games. So that's kind of why I think the injuries, because they got the talent, but this has kind of been the problem that I've been having with this team. They got the talent, it's just injuries. And I think that's what's going to end up them making them third. And I think the Jets end up last. I just think Aaron Rodgers is just too old to be with this young, up-and-coming group of young cats who Aaron Rodgers is going to expect them to be great right off the bat. And I think they need a little more time. And my problem with the Jets trading for Aaron Rodgers, by the time these youngsters are up and ready to all right, we're now comfortable, we are who we are type of thing, Aaron Rodgers is going to be too old.
Okay. Well, let me interject right there.
Go ahead. Have your moment.
I checked this out now. The Jets was, I say, like through the first 8 to 9 games, they had a good record. You know, they was like, at first you was like, dang, is the Jets gonna win the division? And like you said, Miami was having their trouble with the quarterback, whatever, being hurt. I got them at number 2 because I'm gonna say this: a lot of the games that they lost was due to quarterback.
You're right. No, I will give you.
Now think about, they had a decent quarterback. If they had a decent quarterback, and if they had a decent quarterback, they possibly, and they got on Buffalo last year too. Don't forget they played them real tough and tight, especially at Giant Stadium, MetLife Stadium, MetLife. Yeah, I got to get that right. I'm so used to the old school, man. Old school names. I be forgetting about these corporations having their names with the stadiums. But yeah, I just respect the Buffalo enough to have them at number 1. But I'm trying to tell you, with that defense that the Jets got, and they just need someone to take care of the ball and to make key plays. They don't need for Aaron Rodgers to throw for 400 yards. They don't need it. And with them just signing on Dalvin Cook, man, they just need someone just to play action, keep the clock going, with time possession. The defense going to be there. They got a nice defense. So for me personally, I got them at a strong number 2, man. I got them as a wild card team.
I'm not mad at that. I will say this. I think everyone in the AFC finishes over 500. I think the worst anybody in this division goes is 9-8. I think that's the absolute worst.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And it may be tighter than we think.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you know what I mean? Like, again, like, even though I have the Jets, like, I have the Buffalo Bills winning this division.
That's right.
New England, the Dolphins, and the Jets, I have all 3 of them being spread out within like a game or 2 type of thing.
See what I'm
saying? Like the second place, like whoever's in second, it only has a 2-game better record than whoever's in third.
That's right.
Last, you know what I mean? Because I do think, again, this is even though they're a young Jets team, they do have a lot of. My only concern when it comes to it is what's going to happen when they lose 2 in a row. Because every time they lose 2 in a row, Aaron Rodgers gets upset. Anytime in his career he's ever lost 2 in a row, he gets upset. And he starts chatting. The one thing I will say about this young core, you're in a new team. You can't come to New York, to the Jets, and start chirping and talking to these young guys like you was talking to them kids over when you were.
Oh, no, that ain't going to work. You're right. That ain't going to work. No.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like since he's been in Green Bay for so long, he can go and say, man, y'all got to step y'all shit up, man. This is getting ridiculous. He can say it. You can't say this here because they're going to be like, whoa. Remember this. You came here. We ain't asked you to come here. You came to us. You see what I'm saying? Imagine, and here's the thing. Sauce Gardner, I feel like he's going to go up to him and be like, yo, Aaron, you crawled to us, bro. You crawled to us. And Gary will be like, hey, Sauce got a point. Hold on. Let me me holler at you, Aaron. Yo, what you mean
That's
by
right.
that? Nothing you said to
That's
me.
right.
What you mean by that? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah. You know what I'm saying? In Green Bay, he was a guy. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And he's still that guy. He's still him. But if he could just stay away from all that nonsense, and I think he may know that. I think he may know. They just need him just to take care of the ball. Do something that
exactly.
what was the other guy named? Zach Miller. That's his name.
Oh, Zach Wilson, that
Zach
kid,
Wilson. Excuse me. Yeah,
Jesus,
Zach Wilson. Yeah. Do something.
man.
Do the opposite of him, and they'll be all right. I got him at number 2, man. I got him at number 2, and I got him for a wild card spot for real.
So who's 3 and 4 for you?
Man, you ain't gonna like this too well. I got
Oh,
the
that's so
Dolphins in 3.
disrespectful. Oh, that's so disrespectful. As soon as you said you ain't gonna like this, I already knew he was going. That is so disrespectful. That is so. As a matter of fact, I want to found a company. I'm gonna hire you, and then I'm gonna go to HR report you because that's how disrespectful you're acting on me right now.
Hey, check this out. But see, you got more insight on your team in the things y'all done. I already know y'all signed Zeke last week, and that's a good thing. If you got like a 2nd and 3 or something, he good to plow. You know what I'm saying, to put him in there. I think this would be a great role. I think this would be a great situation for Zeke because it's not dependent on him. You see what I'm saying? So he can be more free, you know.
And
But you know more about your team than what you have in number 2. I was like, well, maybe he knows some things I don't know. But I don't know.
What I've been seeing in Mac Jones, I've been seeing him kind of going up a little bit. And I'm just like, and I will say this. This is the year where I think they're going to open up for him and go, yo, do your thing. We need it. Because at some point, we got to see what this kid's got. You got to let him out there and make his mistakes. And I don't mind if he makes mistakes. I just want to see how he bounces back from said mistakes. If he throws a pick, I want him to be like, okay, I want him to be on the sideline, look at the tablet. Why did I throw that pick? Was I eyeing my guy too long? Did I get fooled by the defense? I just want him to be able to come out and make those adjustments, and I'll be good with it, right? I think Devontae Parker, him and Mac Jones were kind of having a little bit of this weird chemistry, as if like they've been playing with each other for damn near a decade type of thing. And they were starting to gel. And then we got Juju, who I think will be a solid number 2 receiver for us. We went and got Mike Gesicki, that tight end over from Miami. So I think now we got Hunter Henry and Mike Gesicki. I think that's a great 1-2. We can kind of we should have done this last year, but I guess Jonnu Smith was kind of hurt, and then we didn't like him anymore. Whatever. But,
that's right.
What have that Aaron Hernandez, Rob Gronkowski type of thing, that little 2 thing. Maybe they're gonna plan on doing that. And listen, Lamondre Stevenson is gonna be our number 1. That's the only reason why I don't mind us signing Zeke. Because like you said, it's going to be, you know what? You don't have to be that bell cow that they demanded you to be in Dallas. You don't have to do that anymore. Now, I'm still a little nervous about it. I have to go along with this, though, because this is my organization. This is my guy. Bill Belichick has not sold me out like that. So I'm going to take this walk with him. It's a tentative walk, and I am scared. I am walking down this road, but I'm occasionally looking behind me going, man, do I still want to keep doing this? But I'm going to keep on walking. If Zeke can get, this is what I will call an acceptable year. If he gives me between 600 to 700 yards, he plays 15 games and keeps his turnovers to a minimum. If he's not getting the ball, he does what he did toward the end of his tenure over in Dallas, where I'm not getting the ball, I'll still go out there and lay out a block. I'm still do something. If he does that stuff, I'll be good.
I'm gonna tell you about this, Neil. 2 things I want you to understand too about Zeke. He's great out the backfield with catching the ball and pass blocking. That's another thing too. So really, you getting like an extra blocker. I ain't saying he's gonna pancake somebody.
But listen, like I said, especially toward his last year in Dallas, he would throw him if he knew he's not getting the ball. He would throw himself out there. If he does that, and like you said, him being good as a good last ditch effort, you can. If Mac Jones is I'm getting pressure, boom, I can just dump it off on Zeke. Zeke, go get me 3 yards. If you can get me more, great. You get me 3 yards. I kind of want to reset Zeke a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I do think the fact that he's kind of a lot of the wear and tears on him, I think that's kind of why he hasn't looked the same as he has before. I also do think it's a situation where I think he's always felt like, man, this team's going to kick me to the curb for Tony Pollard eventually. So I think that also was kind of playing in his mind a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but check this out too. Two things that y'all have been great at since Bill has been there: screenplays and working on two tight end sets.
Yes.
I had never seen nothing like it before in my life. Y'all, it don't matter what back y'all have, y'all gonna run screenplays, and it don't matter who the old linemen are, whatever. It's just like it's designed in New England. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna run screens, and we're gonna run these two tight end sets, and we'll march all the way down the field these two tight end sets. So
listen, and to your point, it looks like Bill Belichick is trying to rebuild that this year.
Yeah.
Going back to we're gonna have two, because remember, after the whole Aaron Hernandez situation,
that's right,
we kind of reverted solely on Rob Gronkowski for a bit, right? I mean, obviously he got hurt, so we had to kind of fill some holes with like the Benjamin Watsons of the world, et cetera, et cetera. But I do think he kind of wants to go back to that, because like to your point, not a lot of teams can't really run it. And I think the reason why we can run it so well, that and the screenplays, is just when it comes to those positions, Bill Belichick has an eye, and he knows how to put you in these best situations.
That's right. You know that's right.
Like he'll look at Mike Gesicki and go, "Yo, you're perfect deep, Hunter Henry. You can do that, but that 7 to 10 yards, that's your sweet spot, and that's where I want you to be." And
that's right.
It's something about Bill Belichick. Yuki says he's got the Jets 1, Bills 2, Dolphins 3, Patriots 4.
Yeah.
Listen, sorry, man. I don't want to disrespect. I'm not even gonna harp on the Patriots thing. I just don't want to disrespect the Bills too much yet.
I don't want to do that either, because I really want to put the Jets number one. I really want to put the Jets number one because I know that their defense. See, and Buffalo lost Tremaine Edmonds too. He went to Chicago in the middle, so they was already just looking for answers on defense. Especially when Vaughn got hurt. When Vaughn got hurt, they really did it. So we get to see again this year. And one thing about sports is all about the injuries, man. If you can just remain, your key players remain injury free, you know what I'm saying? Pretty much you'll be all right. But I really want to put the Jets number one. I just don't want to disrespect Buffalo like that.
So for you, it's just like the only reason you're holding back is just because you respect for Buffalo. If you had just a little bit less if you had a little bit less respect for Buffalo, you would have put the Jets 1.
Yeah, for real. Yeah. Yeah,
oh Lord.
I would. Okay. I would.
You're like, I'm fighting my inner demons right now.
Now we won. Now when we come back for week 1, it may be different. This list may be completely different because we still gotta get through preseason.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. When halfway through the year, we're gonna revisit this list.
Oh yeah, we got to.
Because I'm gonna tell you this right now. Right now, bro. We're gonna be saying all this stuff, and the team who none of us picked is gonna lead each division. Watch. That's just the type of
yeah, you're right. That's right.
But moving on to the AFC South. This one.
Hey, this will take 2 minutes, man.
Okay. So I got it right now. First, Jacksonville.
That's
My last place team is Houston. When it comes to the Colts and Titans, I'm only have the Tennessee Titans second, only because of the fact that we do not know what's going to happen with the entire Jonathan Taylor situation.
That's right.
Indy.
Yeah.
Literally the only reason, if Jonathan Taylor said, I'm going to play this year, and how we've seen Anthony Richards play, I would have had the Colts second and the Tennessee Titans third. But because we don't know what's going to happen, I'm going to have the Tennessee Titans second. Only because I expect Derrick Henry to kind of bounce back, not be the guy who could have won MVP, but him bounce back to the point that you're going to be like, okay, it's nice.
Yeah. I mean, that's basically me too. I got the Colts, honestly, with the third spot, Texans at the fourth, but it's a lot within this division that don't be surprised. Just don't be surprised. I mean, this may be, like you said, that $2 thing in my pocket in a dream. Wouldn't it be a trip if the Texans had finished in second place in the AFC South?
I ain't gonna hold you. I was looking at it for a minute. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was looking at this and I was like, as surefire as I have them last, you can put them second. Because Lord knows what's gonna happen with Ryan Tannehill, right? Because they pay him $36 million for him to get replaced in like 3 weeks. That's wild to me, right?
Wow,
if Henry don't bounce back, they sure as fire could be last, right?
Yeah,
I mean, it's the same thing with the Colts. Anthony Richardson, for as nice as he looks now, there's a legitimate possibility that when he sees real life defenses, he'll get a little flustered.
Yeah, because we still gotta see how he gonna be. We just don't know. I mean, yeah.
So just as sure as I had them last, I think you could put them second. I think the only surefire thing here is Jacksonville being one, and they're winning this division by week 6. Week 6, we're gonna be looking at this, and it's like it's a wrap.
Just cause.
Yeah, literally.
Just cause. I mean,
it's gonna be how the Patriots used to run the AFC East a long time ago, or a few years back when it was when the Dallas Cowboys won the NFC East, and they were the only team over 500. I think it was, and then I think it was like by week 8, everyone was like, "All right, Dallas won it. Let's put a ball on it and start looking elsewhere." I think that's how it's gonna be here.
This gonna be I just want to throw that out there. Just don't be surprised how D'Amico Ryans, he's gonna have his guys ready to play. Now that don't mean they're gonna win every game, but he's gonna have them ready to play. They're gonna play, so yeah, they're gonna play. He says
he's got Texans first, Jags second. Woo! That's bold, brother.
I see that, yeah. Woo, that's real. Hey, is he from Texas or is he from Houston or something?
He gotta be at this point, brother.
He gotta be, man. God, dog, love for the team.
AP says the same thing in terms of he does have the Texans over the Colts.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, okay, yeah.
I don't think, and again, I don't think it's crazy. Like I said,
I don't think so either.
For as surefire as we got them last, they could be second because, like you said, man, like the one thing I will say about Houston right now in terms of their culture, they're going through an entire overhaul. Entire overhaul. And by the way, Yuki says he's a Niners fan. I forgot all about that. And he lives with
Florida. Oh, wow. For real? Wow.
What the connection is with Houston. I don't know what the has
could be D'Amico or something. It could be D'Amico Ryans. He was the defensive coordinator for him, so it could be that.
You're right. It could be.
Yeah. It could be that. But thanks for tuning in, though.
Yeah, but I will say, when it comes to this, I'm curious about two things in this division. There's two things in this division I'm curious about. Number one, I'm very interested to see if Trevor Lawrence can repeat what he did, starting when he was starting to get hot last year, right? I want to see if he can do it for the entire season. That's what.
Yeah, he'll do it.
You know
he'll do it.
Right. And another thing I'm also looking for, I really do want to see in terms of, because I don't know if you've seen him, but Bryce Young has not looked, I don't want to say he's looked bad.
Yeah.
But old buddy has kind of looked, flustered maybe.
The NFL game is different, they say.
And I don't get it twisted. I'm with you 100%.
Yeah, this is different.
And I'm with that. I am 110%. And I don't want people thinking that I don't understand that. The difference for me though is I've seen rookies like Stetson Bennett. When he looked out there, the moment did not look big for him. He took a deep breath and was like, when he went in the huddle, he commanded everyone's attention. Same thing with Anthony Richardson. The same thing. He went in there and he commanded everybody. Even CJ Stroud a little bit.
Yeah.
He also struggled. But when he struggled, he didn't look like, oh, what am I doing here? Like I didn't get that vibe from him at all.
Yeah. Well, one thing with the rookie quarterbacks, we at least got to give them to like middle of the season just to see. Because just like last year, I mean, or like it can be like with anyone just about when you're saying you just started something. Once you start getting the feel of it, you start getting the feel of, all right, I got 3 seconds to really get rid of this ball because my line not too good, or they just started blitzing. So I think about give it to like the middle of the year just to see where they're at, Then probably the second half of the season, you may still change their play because they done been through the fire already of throwing pitch, throwing balls over wide receiver's head, you know what I'm saying? Just missing passes. And, I think it's fine tuning. I think with another thing too, and I know we ain't got much time, I ain't gonna hold it up. But like with college football, it's such an open game, you know what I'm saying? Then when you come to the NFL, it's more of a downside, you know what I'm saying? It's players are faster, players who've been playing for like 9 years I already know when you drop 3 steps, it's more likely it's gonna be a slant. You know what I'm saying? So a corner jump that. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Defenses are really designed to really put that pressure on you, and you got grown men in front of you that, hey man, I'm coming to get you because I'm up for a contract next year. You know what I'm saying? These are not the top high schools you playing against. So it's different.
And it's that part you're saying about the grown men part, because it's like, and by the way, before anyone kills me, the reason why I brought up Bryce Young, I know he plays for Carolina.
That's right.
The reason why I brought him up is because CJ Stroud, who's quarterback in the Texans, he's in this division, and they've been, in essence, like they are the two that everyone has been comparing to each other in terms of who will be different. So it's kind of like every step CJ Stroud takes, you almost everything he does, you look over at Bryce Young too to see, can he keep up? Can he keep up, and can he keep in step with CJ Stroud? Because some people think Bryce is going to be better. Some people think CJ is going to be better. So that's why I brought it up before anyone kills me. Go, oh my God, he's on the wrong team. So do me a favor. Look,
we already know.
This is the last division.
That's right.
Boy, this one is going to be a doozy, I think. AFC.
You think so?
I think this is going to be a doozy. I think I really do. I really do. Now take this ride with me. Take this.
Okay, go ahead. You good?
Take this walk with me. Okay. I got the Raiders finishing last. I think we agree with that.
Me too. Yeah, me too.
Okay. Now I say this because I hate this man with a passion. I never liked him, and I'm waiting for his downfall.
Okay.
And I'm gonna sound crazy right now. You know what? Nah, bump it. I don't care. I'm a grown man. I got 2 kids. I can't be a bitch. That's it. Denver Broncos won. That's right. Let it simmer. Okay.
Yeah, me too. You got who? Hold on. Oh, you said you got what?
Yeah. You're not me too, bro. Nah, you're not with me on this one.
No. You said what?
I'm repeating. Broncos country. Let's ride. My man Russ is gonna have a bounce back.
Man, you gonna get out of here with that crap, man. Get out of here with that, man.
No, MVP year, okay?
Man, go ahead, man. I can't believe you said that.
and then I got Chiefs number 2, Chargers 3.
No, you gonna disrespect. You talk. Hey, we gonna do that then. Hey, Jets going number 1 over here in the NFC East. We gonna do that. I ain't gonna disrespect the man, the king of all this. Andy Reid calling the plays. How you gonna do that?
I can't. Listen. There's multiple reasons why. I'm gonna tell you this right now. There are multiple reasons why.
Man,
Kansas City is gonna be number 2. Number 1, fuck Patrick Mahomes. That's just number 1. Okay.
That's fine. Whatever your reasons may be, we gotta get into that.
Number 2, every team that kind of goes on a run like they're going, there's always that one year where they take a slight step back. Now, I'm not saying they're going to miss the playoffs. They'll be a wild card team, and they'll kind of get it together. But
oh my goodness, man! Go ahead,
every dynasty, every single dynasty, kind of has that little dip where you question, "Yo, is the dynasty over?" You know what I mean? Like, for example, Golden State had that a couple times, right? The New England Patriots had that a couple times, right? What other dynasty really is there football? I mean, even Dallas, when you guys were running, you guys had that one year where y'all dropped a little bit. It wasn't even bad. I think you lost it. Y'all lost in like the NFC Championship game, and then everyone thought it was.
I'm gonna tell you how we went. Now this is something that I know. 1992 won Super Bowl. Matter of fact, I take it back before then. 91, we lost in the divisional round to the Detroit Lions. Got blown out, 38-6. Came back next year, Super Bowl 93, NFC Championship game, 1994 when San Francisco had Deion. 95 we won.
Oh yeah, it was 94 to 95. 94, you guys had you guys made the NFC Championship game. Yeah, lost. Everyone started freaking out saying that the dynasty was over. And then
we didn't freak out. No, we didn't freak out.
No, I'm talking about the media. I mean, you
I don't say no clown. I don't say no clown.
Everybody else collectively was like, they lost. Is this the beginning of the end of the dynasty or whatever? You know what I mean?
Nah, the end was when we won 95 and came back 96 year, but Michael Irvin missed the first 5 games. That was the end that year right there when Deion was out there playing wide receiver, doing everything that he could possibly do for us, playing offense, defense, and special teams. That's why he is like my top 5 NFL players of all time. Anyway, but we'll get to that. We'll get to that another.
If we're taking quarterbacks out, Deion's number 1. Respectfully, I'm just throwing
that. Yeah, you know. Yeah. Oh yeah, all day long. But
I do think
that's what it was over because we lost to Carolina in the divisional round. They went to Green Bay and got slaughtered up there in the NFC Championship game.
Yep.
That was the end for us.
Yep. But this, I think this is a year where Kansas City takes a slight step back. I'm not talking about that they're going to be under 500. They will look the same. Listen, every dynasty has that one year where they kind of have a little bit of a moment. Listen, if it's not this year, if it's not this year, it's never gonna happen. Because I'm looking at my watch and I'm like, yo, it's gotta be this year because my alarm is ringing. And if it doesn't happen this year, then it's never gonna happen.
You know when it's gonna happen?
When?
When Andy Reid retires. That when it's gonna happen.
You think so?
Man, Pat Mahomes run this thing, man. He been AFC Championship game or better his whole career.
I'm just saying.
AFC Championship game. And then what they do is, now I thought when they lost Tyreek Hill, I like, man, they're going to fall off.
Oh, no, I didn't think that at all.
And me, you spoke last year, and I told you, I said, what they're going to be doing is they're going to have the big explosive plays all the time, but they're just going to get it down the field, and then they'll hit you with one. Man, this dude run this thing, man. When I tell you run it, I mean run it.
All right.
Unless he gets hurt. Well, but that's your prediction, though. I can't say that.
He'll run his behind. He's going to run his behind in second place because Bronco Country. Let's ride. Russell Wilson's going to have a bounce back year because people.
Yeah, he's going to bounce back.
Before he got hurt, he was in the MVP conversation like last year. Not last year, but the year before that.
Oh, I'm about to say.
In Seattle. Hold on. I ain't that crazy now. I ain't that crazy. But
okay, go ahead.
In Seattle, before he got hurt, he was playing MVP caliber football. Got hurt. Came his first year with the Broncos, and he wanted to be a pocket quarterback. Nathaniel Hackett didn't know what he was doing. I love Russ, but he was delusional because every single time, like, yo, you saw some of these press conferences, he would finish, he'll wait for a second, he goes, and he'll leave. And I'm just like, look, bro, I'm rocking with you, bro, but this is now week 6. We're panicking. Shut up. Just shut up. And I love you, bro, but shut up. We can't be doing this anymore. But I think he bounced back this year. I think I think luck favors them a little bit, and I think they have. You said what?
Well, look.
Well, I like I said, I think Kansas City kind of takes something of a step back. I think that.
What about the Chargers? They got to get past the Chargers.
I'll be honest with you, I'm giving up with the Chargers until they move on from what's his name?
They're not winning anything. They're not winning anything until because they're going to forever be a wild card because they're not going to win the West. Plain and simple, they're not going to win the West. And then you got other teams that's going to be.
I think they could sneak. I think they'll be able to sneak one division title. I think so. I think it's a possibility. I don't think you can do it with Brandon Staley. That's just me. I think if you put
nobody like him. Everybody be mad at him.
Because here's my thing. I love his aggressiveness. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah.
I'm with it. You feel me? I love a head coach who wants to be uber aggressive. And I love that. I'm cool with it. My only issue with him is he wants to do it at boneheaded times. Like, bro, you're like, there's 3 seconds left on the clock. You have the ball. You're down 2. You kick a field goal. You win. That's it. Man wants a touchdown. Stop it. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, it's just stuff like that. And then it's just, he's one of those guys that, because I like analytics and I'm with it, but I think analytics needs to go hand in hand with what you're seeing.
That's right.
I don't think it's fair for you to just do, just the eye test or just the analytics test. I think once you do one or the other, you're setting yourself to fail. You see what I'm saying? That's kind of why there are other teams that can, for example, a guy like Bill Belichick, he does both. He goes, analytically, you're good here, but you also look good here. So let's try to work on that or whatever. You see what I'm saying? Right. Brandon Staley is just like, analytics tells me this, therefore I do this. And it's like, no, like, stop it. You know what I mean? So it's like, for me, this is what I would have done. If you want to have Brandon Staley be on your coaching staff as the offensive coordinator, I'm cool with it. That's fine. But I honestly thought that the Chargers should have went all in on Sean Payton. Because then you could have a guy like Sean Payton showing Brandon Staley, look, bro, this is what you're supposed to do. This is the healthy balance. This is how you can properly look at your team, see what you have, and then properly utilize them to the best of your ability. So after a while, when Sean Payton leaves, because Sean Payton's not coaching forever, when he leaves, now you got Brandon Staley. You can have him be the head coach again. This time, he's learned under one of the greatest minds in the history of football.
That's right. Oh, yeah.
Because I like that. That's just me. Like what Brandon Staley reminds me of. He reminds me, and I don't mean this disrespect, but he reminds me as like a little kid. Like, you know, when like you have a little kid and you're going through like the toy section and they go, I want that. And then they turn around and say something else, go, oh no, that's Brandon Staley. That's right. It's almost like there's too much stuff going on around him. So he just starts panicking, goes, that. And it's like, wait a minute. You want us to go like throw deep? Like you want someone to run a fly route, you want someone to run a 20 and in, you want no checkdowns, but it's 3rd and 1. Why are we doing this deep stuff? It's like it's like the uber aggressiveness at times where it's not called for. You know what I mean?
I got you.
That's my issue with Brandon Staley. Now, some Chargers fans are just sick of him. I guess there's like a whole other story for them, but they're just sick of him. But for me, I just feel like put him as an offensive coordinator. Get a guy, for example, Eric Bieniemy and Andy Reid. Eric Bieniemy is great, but Andy Reid is that safety net that go, look, we're not doing this, bro.
That's right. Yeah.
We're not doing this. I'm gonna tell you why we're not. Josh McDaniels with Bill Belichick. Josh McDaniels is a great offensive coordinator. Every time he's been a head coach, he's been doo-doo in the butt. Man's can't do a single goddamn thing. And you once you have that safety net for someone to look at you and go, we're not doing this, let me tell you why. Let me explain to you why we're not doing this. Yeah. I think that's what Brandon Staley's missing. And actually, I'm telling you right now, the Chargers will have, I don't think they have any success if Brandon Staley's their head coach. I don't think they have like I said, do I think they could win get a division title under the belt? I think that's a possibility. The only way that happens is if Brandon Staley's not there, or at the bare minimum, an offensive coordinator. At the bare minimum, him being the head coach, I don't think this team does absolutely nothing.
Okay, I can't say nothing about that, but I'm gonna tell you something, man. That's I like that though. And you know what? I forgot that you be doing little stuff like that here and there. I forgot all about that because we haven't recorded in a while together. I forgot you be doing that type of stuff, man. Dang, no, tripping.
Listen. I'm gonna say this right now. I may be tripping, but you know who's gonna catch me? Russell Wilson, and we gonna ride. Oh, but that's it. I'm a Broncos fan. Bump it. That's it. I'm a Broncos fan this year. Broncos fan this year. Feel me?
So really,
that's right.
So really, that's like one of your surprise teams for the AFC.
Yes. Yep. In terms of like surprising, I genuinely believe it's going to be the Broncos. I think Russ, and honestly, I think it all starts with Sean Payton. I think Sean Payton is going to be like, this is the talent we have. We're now going to make sure we use this talent properly. We're going to put in a brand new playbook and all this stuff. He's going to hold everybody accountable, which I'm loving what I'm seeing from Sean Payton.
Oh, yeah, he's going to do that. Yeah.
Russ had his own people come in and everything. Sean Payton was like,
shut it down.
We're not doing that no more. LOL, we're not doing that no more. Settle down, pipe down. And I'm loving that. I am loving that, I'll be honest with you. I really
man.
That. So,
well, we're going to do surprise team. My surprise team going to be the Pittsburgh Steelers.
What is with you in Pennsylvania?
Hey, man, look, I don't care for him. Anytime I see, like, matter of fact, I got a friend of mine. He would let me use his car, right? And he had the flags. He had the Pittsburgh Steelers flag. so like I'll drop him like he get dropped off from work. I take the ride down the street, pull over, take the flags off, throw him in the back the way I can't see him, so I won't have to throw up, and then I continue to drive. You know, so trust believe. But like I said, this is what we do. We got to be honest about what we think we see. I can't be like I don't like Pittsburgh like I can't do that. I gotta give them their props. Some moves they have made, I like, but we ain't got the time to deep dive into right now. But we will. And I just think if Baltimore was to struggle, they can grab that number 2 spot. I think, but it all depends on their quarterback play. Their defense gonna be there. All of this is based on quarterback play. That's all this is based off of. That's what the league is. It used to be if you got a decent running game and Nah, this is about the quarterback. This is strictly about the quarterback and what he can do. And just don't be surprised. I got him at the third spot, but just because they're at the third spot don't mean they can't win 9 or 10 games, you know?
Right, right,
Just don't
right.
be surprised. If Baltimore struggle, they slide up in there. That's all I'm saying.
Yuki says we'll talk about the NFC teams next week, but he also
Yeah.
has the Broncos as his surprise team in the AFC. And listen, I'm with him. And in terms of the West, I'm not saying the Chiefs don't have a chance. I'm not saying it.
That's what it sounds like.
No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is listen, there's a timeline for all dynasties, and there's that 1 year that they dip. If the Chiefs don't dip this year, they're never gonna dip. That's just how I feel about it. I always feel like the first few years there's always gonna be that dip, and then people are gonna start freaking out, and they're gonna start saying it's the end of the world for the Chiefs, and then they're gonna bounce back, and it's gonna be fun. But I believe they're gonna go on a little bit of a skid.
Yeah.
Like I'll probably say like 3 games in a row they'll lose, and then people are gonna start freaking out. They're gonna start saying that they lost it. It's gonna be a whole thing. That's what I think the Broncos are gonna make up ground, get a 1-game lead for the division, and I think that's how it goes from here. That's generally what I think.
Yeah. I mean, and you know what makes us all great is that we get to put our opinions out there, you know, and just see how everything unfolds. Um, and it's a great thing. I'm happy that the season is back. Um, when I start on my show, I'm gonna like pick 5 games from the NFL, 5 games from college, stuff like that. But I'm excited to have the season back. I just want everybody to make it through preseason unscathed,
That's
please.
it.
God, oh, and
That's
that's
it.
all I want, man. If you
That's
get
all.
hurt week 1, I can accept that.
Right.
No,
Just make it to week 1. That's all we ask.
yeah, make it week 1. That's all we ask. God, dog.
Before we get up out of here, you got any
Yeah,
final words?
man. It's just man, it's good to be back in contact with you, man. We haven't spoken a while. You done had some changes going on personally, you know what I'm saying, with your life and your family and whatever. And I've been over here doing what I could do just to keep everything going, man. And I just wanted us to have a great year, have a great season. I want us to continue to be blessed and understanding, you know what I'm saying, what's everything that's before us. Love the people that's around us, and just keep it pushing, man. I want us to come back next week. I'm off next Saturday, so you already know what time it is.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So you already know. I'm just happy to just be back in your presence and hear your voice, man, so we can get these wild predictions, man. 'Cause I forgot you do that. I forgot. That's why when you said it, I started laughing so hard because I was like, oh, snap, he do be doing it.
Hey, you appreciate it, bro. Things are better now, bro. So, but just
Yeah,
letting y'all know, from now on, we're gonna be here every Saturday at
that's
1
right.
p.m. We're gonna be
That's
obviously
right.
talking things about all NFL. Obviously, we're gonna have some basketball talk. We're gonna be talking about all
We
things.
got to talk. Oh, yeah. Before we go, and not to get off subject, but we got to talk about your Celtics. We got to talk about that. Cause this is my question to you, and you ain't even got to answer it.
Let me hear it.
I'm a Jalen Brown fan. I don't even mind the money he got because I'm all for the player. But if he got that, what Tatum gonna get?
So, matter of fact, let me answer that right quick. Let me answer that right quick.
Okay, go ahead. Go
So here's my
ahead.
thing. So number one with him getting the contract,
hmm
I'm not mad that he got the money, but
Me
this is
either.
why I think it's a dumb contract. Because Jalen Brown said, I will take 250. I will take 250 if you do not put in a no trade clause. Or if
Yeah.
you put in a no trade clause. He's like, I'll do 250 if you have a no trade clause. I will, if you don't want to put that trade clause in there, then I'm gonna need more money. Here's the stupid part though. With all
hmm
that money they gave him, it's essentially no trade clause because there's a trade kicker, which means we got to pay most of that money anyway. So why would
Yeah.
we even want to trade him? So we basically kind of, you see what I'm saying? We kind of shot
Yeah.
him
I got
in
you.
the foot a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
I've been waiting to hear from you.
yeah, you feel me? Like again, I'm not mad at him getting that money because I love
No,
this.
no, never that. Never that.
It's just the reasoning that got me lost because it's like, wait a minute. If you put in a no trade clause, he wants to be here. Fine, we'll do that, no problem. And if we have to trade him, we'll go down there down the road. We'll figure it out. Blase, blase,
Yeah.
whatever the case may be. But you pay him $100 million more, makes his contract in essence untradeable from our perspective. So he
That's
basically
right.
still got that no trade clause that he wanted. Right now, here's the thing
Yeah.
with Tatum. I genuinely believe Jason Tatum is going to take a pay cut, his next contract coming up. And then because a lot of that Jaylen Brown money is up front. When all that money's paid up, I think that's when Jason Tatum's going to cash in and go, all right, I did my part. Now I want some cheddar. Now, I don't think he'll I don't think it'll be an ego thing where he's going to be like, yeah, I want to be paid more than Jaylen Brown. But I think he's going to look around the league. And like you said, what this is going to do for other players, you're going to have guys like Trae Young, who I will say this to my dying breath, is not that guy. He's going to be getting paid on that same level. You're going to have guys like LaMelo, who's not that guy, getting paid on that level. Jason Tatum's going to look and go, hold up. They're getting paid that. I mean, the market reset. I'm going to want my type of thing. You know what I mean?
That's right.
So that's what I think. But I think the first contract he's gonna kind of like do an extension with. I think it's gonna be team friendly, but it's gonna match up with I would say about 3-4 years of Jaylen Brown's contract, where now that all that upfront money is paid, then Jason Tatum's gonna cash in and go, all right, now you got some extra funds, toss that over this way. I think that's what's gonna end up happening. I think that's what's gonna happen.
Okay, word. Well, shit, I got to break loose, man. But like I said, once again, thank you for everything. Now, I can't wait to next week. And next week, we're going to do a deep dive. We're going to do a deep dive for him.
Yeah, next week, it's going to be the NFC, and we have to worry about the NFC East. So, boo! But
that's what's up. You already know.
It's your boy Pride on behalf of John, a.k.a. Unk. It's been real. We'll be here next Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, y'all know what to do. Be safe. The fact that people are saying, oh yeah, when you're finals MVP, you are now the best player on the planet, to me, that makes no sense whatsoever. I don't care if it's a week, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. Who do we appreciate? LeBron James. That's who y'all gotta start appreciating. And you gotta stop disrespecting this man.